Hey everyone, welcome back. Wow, this is really weird. So, you probably read from the titles. Today I want to tell you guys about the time I tripped on DMT. Um, Seems like a lot of people haven't tried DMT yet. Like LSD, mushroom, like they're pretty common. But DMT is pretty hard to get, so I'm gonna tell you what it feels like. Um, Let me go back. This was probably my freshman year in college. That's when I was still like into tripping, and even though I had more stuff to do because of school, I don't know, like it didn't stop. So I was tripping acid, and then about a month after the last trip before I tripped on DMT, um, I met a guy. It was kind of like a coincidence thing, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, like I got some DMT if you want to try it." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! Like, give it to me, you know." So I gave the guy probably like $60, I think. And oh no, I don't want to show it to you. It's right. Don't do drugs, guys. I was gonna show you what it came in, but I'm not going to because this is YouTube. Anyways, it just comes in like a little bag, right? I take it home. I open it up, and I also had my friend with me, whom I met in college. He was also experienced with N bombs and acid, and so I was like, "Hey, dude, like, if you give me $30, I'll like split this with you, cause it's like a one time, like once in a life kind of thing, right?" And he's like, "All right, fucking, I'll do it." So, and so we make this like I had a weed pipe that was broken, and so if you imagine what a weed pipe looks like, it's like the rod and then like the bowl at the end. So this thing like fell apart, and I just have like the metal, sorry, a glass like tube. And I read online that you're not supposed to touch the DMT with fire, like direct open flame. And so what I did is I cut some uh, metal sponge, and so I cut it, and then I rolled it into a ball, and I stuffed it in the end of the pipe. Then I put some DMT in there. Then I cut up some more steel wool. Oh, it's steel wool. Yes. Did I say metal sponges? Anyways, I cut that up and I put it over the DMT. So DMT is like kind of like sandwiched between the steel wools, right? Um, and I was sitting in my couch, which is outside in the living room. No one was home, just me and my friend. He was sitting next to me, and I told him, "Hey, dude, so I'm gonna take as many hits as I can, and when I don't move, I want you to take this paraphernalia away from me, okay?" And he goes, "All right, dude, I'll do it for you." Um, and I recorded the whole thing. It was like a 30-minute video of me just sitting in the fucking couch, and then just like that for like 30 minutes, or I would say like 10, 15 minutes, but it felt like, I don't know, like a week. It was crazy. Okay, but I looked at the footage again, and I just went like this, frozen for like 15 minutes. But unfortunately, the video got lost because my phone broke, and I never had a chance to upload it. I'm so sorry, guys. I know you want to see that stuff. But so this is what it feels like. Long story short, right? It feels like the entire acid trip, like all condensed into like 10-15 minute time. Um, at first, you take a hit, and like you kind of feel it around here, like towards the front of the head. It feels very uncomfortable actually in the beginning. I don't know how to describe it. It just feels uncomfortable. Then then your whole body feels like, if you imagine a phone or like an Xbox controller like vibrating really hard, that's what your whole body feels like. It's just like that, right? Except you're not moving. It just feels like it. Wow, this is funny. And the visuals, like your whole surrounding, like all 360 like view, like zooms out. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it feels like you're zooming out. Does that make sense? And if you guys ever seen like a Persian carpet, it was full of red color and green color. So it was mostly red and green, like very dark hue. And these, like, I can't even describe it. It was so intricate and just everywhere. And it first started to emerge, like if I'm looking at a carpet, or sorry, like a desk, like it looks normal at first, and the more hits you take, the object like starts to become the pattern, and then like it kind of like dissolves into the background. And at one point you realize that like you don't know where you are. Well, you do, but you know for sure that you're not in your room, okay? And it feels like, oh god, when you're at the top of like a roller coaster, and like right before you drop, you know, like that whole like the phone vibrating, your body just feels so like, like that, right? And then there's visuals everywhere, and it feels like you're getting launched into space, like that, and just boom, lightning fast speed, like type shit. Then the whole view like becomes darker and darker as you're being launched into space. And if you keep taking the hit, like if you ignore the fact that it feels really uncomfortable and just keep taking the hits, you'll kind of like in front of your vision, it's about this big. It's about this big. There's like some kind of recognizable pattern, okay? For me, it resembled a face, right? It had clear like eyes and a mouth and like an overall circular shape. It was like a face, right? And you start to approach the face like that. I don't know if the face is coming towards me or I'm going towards the face. I can't really tell, but you get close to the face. And at the end of the face, when it's like almost like right here, it gets really bright. And see, like I'm speechless because words can't describe what this feels like. I'm not saying it feels good, it just feels intense as fuck, okay? It's probably the most intense fucking thing I've ever done in my life. And as soon as a face hits, everything just goes in a flash, and then like that, like I'm just like back into the real world, and like I'm sitting in my couch and I'm like, oh shit, that was fucking intense. Oh man, I wish I had the vocabulary like, I don't know, like Shakespeare or something, like make this really, live experience type shit. But I can't because it just feels so indescribable. At one point you're feeling like a fucking Xbox controller about to fucking ejaculate itself, and the next thing you know there's like a fucking alien in front of you, and then boom, you hit the alien face, and then like that you're back to normal life. Like, how crazy is that? And all of that, to you, it feels, you probably heard this before, to you, it feels, I don't want to say eternity, because I don't know what eternity feels like, but it certainly felt longer than 10 minutes, because I looked back at the footage, and it was like 10-15 minutes. But it feels like like a whole day. Um, and my friend who was sitting next to me, he's like, yeah, dude, let me fucking try it. I gave you $30. He's like, and I'm like, all right, here, take it. I load it up, sandwich the fucking DMT again. Um, and he takes a hit, and I'm sure he's probably feeling the exact same thing that I was. And he was also just like that, and then I took it away from him, and he's just frozen like 10-15 minutes, and then comes back. Oh shit, that was intense. The exact same fucking response. So I'm assuming it feels the same way. If you haven't tried it, I don't want to say I recommend you try it, because like it's drugs and it's potentially like life changing. But I'm glad that I had the chance to smoke DMT. Wow. And so I actually hoed my friend, and I saved like a little bit of DMT just for myself, so I would know what it feels like without anybody around me, just by myself, right? What I did is, because when you smoke it, it doesn't the drug doesn't like smell that bad, although it tastes like plastic, like burning plastic, but it doesn't smell like that bad, and you don't really produce that much smoke. And so I loaded up again at night before I went to bed. I turned off all the lights, put myself in a cozy blanket. I was just watching YouTube videos on my phone, and then the thought hit me like, ooh, I have some DMT left. I'm gonna try it. So I went and grabbed it, got back into the position, and I started smoking it. Right. So I'm like in my bed in case I drop it or whatever. Nothing's gonna break. Okay. And I'm just like taking a hit, same thing. And I was looking at my phone, and where's my phone? I'll show you. Okay. So like these icons, okay? These fucking icons. Like for example, if you look at like this Facebook Messenger or like the Venmo app, right? See how there's like borders in between the apps? Okay, and it's like a circular shape almost. Those things became like 3D. The fucking icons like popped out almost, and then when I shake my phone, like the icons are staying still and the phone is just moving. I don't know if that makes sense. This is really fucking weird. So like here's the icon. It pops. It turns into a square, not a circle anymore. It's a nice square, with a little bit of like rounded edges. And then when I shake my phone, these things are like that. It just stays there. It wouldn't do that. It would do that. Okay. And then like again, the room was dark. So this time I felt like I was in space or something. It was crazy, man. I didn't see the face again this time. I feel like I didn't save enough for myself this time. And so like I was getting to the point where I could see like the circular shape again, but it wasn't quite recognizable. And it just kind of ended. The friend that I was tripping with, he told me that when he broke through, which I think that means like you smoked enough DMT to like interact with those things, like the face or whatever that you're seeing. He told me that he was seeing like animated cats. And I don't know about the cat part, but the animated part makes sense to me. Because the icons I told you about on my phone, they looked like anime. Straight up like anime. Like, can you imagine that? Everything looking like anime. I can't imagine that. I'm sure he could. But, yeah, that was, I mean, after I tripped, the night was I was able to fall asleep. I don't know what kind of dream I had. I doubt I had any dream. Um, but I was able to fall asleep like nothing happened. Um, when I when I like came back to the reality, like when I was off the drug after like 15-20 minutes, like I felt normal. You know what I did with him after I tripped on DMT? I smoked some weed with my friends. Like all that experience and intense feeling. I don't want to say emotion, but just feeling. All that was 10-15 minutes, and here I am smoking weed with my friend like it's just like a normal day. Um, I don't know. You really have to try DMT to see what I'm talking about. All I can tell you is that it, like I said, it feels like you're strapped onto a fucking roller coaster, and the roller coaster is just like doing that. It's like, am I gonna go down? Never mind. Never mind. And then your body's just like just tweaking out, but you're not moving in real life. It's like all here. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video because my internet broke just now. I was doing some homework and I couldn't do it anymore, so I was like, alright, fuck it. I'll make some videos tonight. So, you can probably tell I'm super, super fucking tired. So, I got one story off my chest. You guys can watch the video later again if you want to know what TMT feels like, or you can try it. It doesn't matter. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a feedback. I will try my best to answer them if I can. I'm a little busy, but I'll try my best. And that's it for me. Stay off the drug, guys. Stay off the drug. Just stick to weed. Peace.